So we heard about the big festival in the Hindu calendar, and it's also a busy time for our local Sikh communities as well. They're taking part in something that's over 500 years old, Langar Week. To explain more, I'm joined by Pavitra Singh from the Bedfordshire Langar Project team. He's on the line now. Good morning.
Good morning.
So now, what is Langar Week?
Okay, so Langar Week is basically serving food for all of this week to all those who are either in need of food or just generally serving food for anyone.
I see, okay. So what would happen then? Give us an example of the sort of thing that you guys are doing.
Right, okay, so basically we prepare the food in our local gurdwaras, in the temples, and then we'll go around to any sites that are familiar to us where we know people are in need of food.
This is very good, isn't it? So are you talking homeless people and people on the streets or people in shelters or where would you hang out and give this food out?
Right, yeah, so anywhere really, to be honest with you, and to anywhere. So for us in Bedford, we tend to serve the food just behind Bedford bus station, just near Pigeon Square, where we'll set up tables and then we'll put the food out and then we'll distribute the food to anyone who's in need of the food.
Oh, wow. Well, I haven't needed some of that. It sounds delicious. What kind of... I'm wondering, though, is the Sikh belief... Are you vegetarians or that's not part of it?
No, we are. We are vegetarian. So if you're a baptised Sikh, then everything has to be of vegetarian nature. So all the food we do serve, even to the weeks that we do Langar Seva, all the food is vegetarian.
Oh, that's lovely. And are you a good cook yourself?
Not really, no.
No.
We have some wonderful volunteers who are just experts in cooking for the masses. They know exactly how to prepare the food, and we rely upon those volunteers who just make exceptional food.
I see. So you're like me. You're good at eating.
Absolutely.
Now, this is an international event. Am I right?
It is, yeah. So Langar Week actually starts tomorrow on the 7th. And it will run up until the 13th of October, and it's basically just a whole week of just preparing and serving food.
Now, what's the reason behind it?
Well, basically, our serving of Langar started about 550 years ago, in 1469, when our first guru introduced Sikhism to the mass population. And part of the teachings was to able to serve and help those who are in need. And one of the ways to do that, obviously, is to be able to support people with food. So that's basically where it all started, and it's continued now, and it's growing stronger and stronger each year.
And the people that you give the food to, not just Sikhs, of course, it's for people who you feel are in need, and that's pretty much the only criteria. That's wonderful, isn't it? Do you open temples and serve food there as well?
We do. So every Sikh temple or Sikh Gurdwara will serve food to everyone who attends the congregation and comes into the temple to pay their respects. So each and every one will be served with some food. And then what we're doing now is actually just taking that to the bigger audience and being able to serve the food to those who are in need, as you said.
Yeah, the food, of course, is free to them, but how do you fund the actual event?
Oh, we have wonderful volunteers who contribute and literally just come to us with donations. So we get a lot of people who turn up with, bags of rice and pasta and potatoes, everything. We get a whole host of things that come to us. It's absolutely fantastic. It's phenomenal.
Now, I'm presuming this food you're giving is free. How do people respond when they're getting free food?
Oh, they're so appreciative. We have so many people. We have around 80 to 100 people who turn up to our Langar project every first Sunday of the month, and each and every one of them would be so appreciative of what we're doing for them, and it gives us such a warm feeling as well to be able to help them as well at the same time.
I would imagine so. I mean, I'm sure the food's delicious as well. I'm wondering the strength of the Sikh community in Bedford. Is it quite a large community?
It is. For a town as the size of Bedford, we've got a very good community and a very strong one at the same time. So we all get together on occasions like this and we all pitch in, and we've got even volunteers who come over from Luton and from Milton Keynes who come over and help and sort of contribute to this Langar project.
So remind us again what's happening today then in Bedford and where and what time, so if people want to come and be part of it, they can.
Yeah, sure. Sure. So today, which is the first Sunday of the month, we then start preparing the langar at the Gurdwara, at the temple, at around 2:30, and then the volunteers will keep on preparing until around 5:30 when it's all ready. We'll then load up our vans, and then we'll head up towards Bedford Pigeon Square, which is just behind the bus station. We'll set up our tables, we'll get all the equipment ready, and then we'll start distributing the hot food in containers to all those who are there and in need of food.
Wow, well listen, it sounds great. Thank you so much for joining me and thanks for explaining that so clearly. Langar Week, Pavita Singh from the Bedford Langar Project team, and they're celebrating throughout this week, so that's great, isn't it? If you go to where he said you could get yourself some nice food, but of course they give this to people in need, so if you're listening and you feel you're in need, then what a great place to be.